What is going on, everyone? Nero again, here for you, an episode of Dear Nero, a weekly series here on my channel, typically posted on Wednesday, where you guys send me in questions, fan mail if you will, and I go through them, and if it's a good question, I'll answer it. If it's a question I feel as though a lot of people can benefit from, I feel as though it's a question that a lot of people may have interest in, there we go, I answer it. And then it's usually about a 10-minute video. We got some domination for you, playing some Black Ops. This is actually from an open lobby I did. Typically when I do open lobbies, right, so my Twitter account has like 1,700 followers or something, but whenever I want to do an open lobby, there's always like only like 4 or 5 people that actually want to play. It's weird. I mean, I don't know, why it's like that, but it is. So usually we play public match. Typically open lobbies are like in a private match where we have like 18 people in there and whatnot, but not the case here. But so we decided to play public match, which, hey, public match is more fun than private match anyway. So just to cover on gameplay, it's a quick domination match. We absolutely demolish the other team. Get a pretty good final score at the end, so you guys will be checking that out. So let's hop on to the first question. He writes, Dear Nero, if you hit the lottery, say it was at $500 million, what would you do with the money? Chris from Michigan. So this was an easy one for me. This is something like, it's kind of a fun question, so I want you guys to answer it for yourselves in the comments as well. What would you guys do if you won $500 million from a lottery? That's a pretty big lottery. What would I do? Well, I'm a simple person. I don't have a whole lot of aspirations in life. The biggest thing I want to do with my life is own my own house. That's probably the biggest thing. That's the biggest goal for me. So I would buy my own house, right? I wouldn't leave the town I'm in right now. I would just buy my own house, and most of my money would go towards making that house freaking awesome. And then the other part is, you know, my friends and my family would all also live in luxury, because $500 million is a lot of money. I don't even know 500 people. I could just start handing out millions of dollars to people, and that's what I would do, because I care about my friends and my family. So, simple question, rather, or really a simple question. Next question. He writes, Dear Nero, do you ever get hate mail? If you do, what is your response to it? Just like anyone else in the limelight, anyone else that's experiencing their 15 minutes of fame here on YouTube, I do get hate mail. It's typically something very negative, something about the way I speak, or my gameplay sucks, or I should just give up and stuff like that. I get haters all the time. And how do I respond to it? If it's a comment, I write them back and I make them look like an idiot. That's my plan. Like, these people that make trolling comments, they're like just some Minnesota Burns wannabe, and they write some horrible stupid comment where they think it's funny but it's really not, and then I just make fun of them, and then everyone always thumbs up my comment, and everyone always flags theirs for spam, and then they never comment on my stuff again. It's a funny thing. If it's something else like it was kind of like the kind of hater that just like repeatedly every video, this sucks or you're stupid, I just block them. I block everybody. Especially if it's like if it's a video I spent a lot of time on, if it's a video I feel as though I spent tons of time on, I feel as though it's a really good final product, I'm super excited to share with you guys, and then some window licker, for lack of a better words, goes, this is stupid, like my Borderlands 2 video. Right? I made a Borderlands 2 Modern Warfare 3 video where I spent a bunch of time on it, and I changed the graphics of the video to mimic that of Borderlands, and a lot of people who actually played Borderlands understood it. But the idiots are like, that doesn't look like Borderlands or something. Like, block you. And then Yoteslaya, I don't know if you guys know who Yoteslaya is. He's a zombies / Borderlands guy here on YouTube. Pretty big channel, actually. He commented on the video, and then just because he commented on it, a bunch of people saw that in their feeds, and then a bunch of people came over, and then all these people are like, this doesn't look like Borderlands, Yoteslaya's version was better, and just block all of them. But, if it's something just a completely idiotic comment, I'll make fun of them. If it's something just rude or ignorant or not constructive in any way, I block them. That's how I run this. So, next question. Repeating guest. Dear Nero, I was just wondering if you have a car, and if so, what kind? Guess who? Riley from Canada. You know why Riley from Canada keeps making it on this show? I assure you, I have no idea who Riley from Canada is. I don't even know the name of his YouTube channel. I just open up the messages, and I just so happen to see Riley from Canada at the bottom. I just so happen to see that. The reason he does good questions is they're short questions, they're simple questions, and it's always a question that I've never answered. Like, what kind of car do I have? I don't think I've ever answered that. So, I actually drive a 1995 Eagle Vision. There's a picture of it on your screen right now. It's not exact. I mean, that's not my car. That's a picture of the kind of car I have with the same color. It's like a grayish. It's not special. It's not fantastic, but it is special, I guess, in a way. It is special in a way because it was paid for completely by the hard work I put here on YouTube, and your guys also helping with it by your continued support of me. I mean, it's completely paid for by my job here on YouTube, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm not one of those people that, my mom goes out and buys me a car when I'm 16 or something like that. I did get it myself. I always found it funny when you find like 17-year-olds driving like these $30,000 cars, and it's like, yeah, you paid for that, didn't you? But I guess some people are better off than some other people. But you know, I like the car I have. It's fine. I named her Ariana. Long-time subs all get the reference. Next question. He writes, "Oh, this is even a question. Oh, this is even a question. This is actually pretty funny, right?" So this isn't a question. This is just simply a message. The guy is wondering. So he writes, "I don't want to sound mean, but are you gay? Because you liked the gay guys making out video. Please reply or make a correction vid to state that it was a joke, or are you actually gay?" So what happened was it was an early night on Twitter. I'm gonna say it was 11 o'clock maybe at night, and nothing was really happening. I was bored out of my wits. I was just sitting there looking through. At the time, I was just looking through eBay's and Craigslist and stuff. I'm just doing whatever I can to try and find Black Ops 2 early. That was my goal for the night. It was trying to find Black Ops 2 early. I didn't really have a need to play any video games. Wasn't really feeling it. I'm just like, I want to find Black Ops 2 early. So I'm trying to find it. I'm getting bored. I've been doing that for about an hour and a half. And if you guys don't know, I have my Twitter linked to my YouTube. So every time, you can set it for multiple things. You can make it so every time you like a video, it'll show up as a tweet. Like, I like this video from so-and-so on YouTube. Here's the link to the video. It'll automatically do that for you. Or if you favorite a video, it'll automatically show up on your Twitter saying that you favorited this video. So I just went through and favorited like the most crazy videos I could find to see if anyone on Twitter would notice, not realizing, completely forgetting that it shows up in my YouTube feed, like in people's sub boxes, that I'm favoriting and liking these videos. Like, I favorited an old Britney Spears song. I favorited I typed in like gay guys making out. I favorited like a KKK pride song or something like that. Like, the most random ignorant videos I could, just because I knew it would tweet, that I favorited this video. I was waiting for people to catch on and be like, what's going on, but it no one really caught on. I just got a couple of tweets back saying, have you been hacked and stuff like that. So it wasn't as fun. It wasn't funny like I thought it would be, but yeah, I thought it was funny. Apparently no one else seemed to think it was funny, but I didn't really get a lot of flame back. But no, I'm not gay. I just favorited that video for the sake of having it show up on my Twitter and make people go, what? That was my entire goal with that. So we're going to hop on to this last question here. It's kind of a long one, so I'm going to try and get through it the best I can. He writes, "Dear Nero, my mom is going through some hard times. She is 50 years old and grew up in New Jersey and now lives in North Carolina as the mother of myself and my sister. She misses New Jersey and her friends and family there. More recently, her mother died and she was very sad at the funeral. Now her best friend, who still lives in New Jersey, got cancer and has been told she has 3 months to live. This sent my mom into a mini midlife crisis. Also, Sandy caused damages to many of her friends and family members. Some may have some serious property damage. Nero, I know she'll be deadened when she has to go to the funeral of her best friend. I will be with her along with my sister, but I want to know what can I do to help her through this. Matt from North Carolina." So a death of anyone is a big thing. It's a very sad and horrible thing. The best thing you can do is just continue to be supportive. Always be the kind of person there to try and make her laugh, or whenever it seems like a sad, awkward moment or something like that. It's your job to try and make it not sad and just be the apple of your mother's eye, I guess. I mean, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously, it's pretty bad that her mother died. Time will heal that wound. I mean, obviously, it's always gonna pull on the heartstrings a little bit whenever someone mentions her mother or whenever she sees something that reminds her of her mother. But it will heal. But her best friend, I have a feeling it's not going to be as bad as you think it is, because she hasn't lived. Lived in that place with her best friend for a while, so it's not gonna be like their best friends living next door to each other their entire lives or anything like that. The best thing you can do is just try and help her through it. I mean, there's no real. I mean, people act as if though there's like tips and tricks for there's tips and tricks for Call of Duty and video games. There's no real tips and tricks for real life. The best advice I can give you is to just be a good person and just be there for your mom when she needs you. That's about the best advice I can give you. There's no real tips to getting through someone's death or something like that. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of Dear Nero. I'm almost running over the gameplay here. But yeah, hopefully I answered the good questions for you. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys like your questions featured on next week's episode of Dear Nero, simply send me a personal message here on YouTube. The tagline reading Dear Nero. It'll be our first Dear Nero of Black Ops 2. That'd be kind of a cool thing. So do that. Remember, rate the video. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
I was banging 7 gram rocks, that's how I roll. I got one